On this episode of Cox Connections, in 2012, the City of Norfolk will break ground at the site of the Slover Memorial Library, which aims to be the most technologically advanced library in the nation. Learn more about the Slover Memorial Library and how it will become the place to study and explore the world of technology, information, and reading. Through a generous contribution from the James M. Cox Foundation, the Boys and Girls Clubs of Southeast Virginia will give even more young people access to the latest computer technology. Hear more about the new lab and how it will help the Boys and Girls Clubs continue to provide the programs and resources for the kids that need them the most. Our Cox Solution Stores are in your community to better serve our customers. That's why we offer free workshops to help you use, understand, and get the most out of your Cox services. Solution educators are here to tell you how you can learn from friendly experts in a comfortable setting. Stay tuned. Cox Connections is next. Hello and welcome to Cox Connections. I'm your host, Gary McCollum, Senior Vice President and General Manager for Cox Hampton Roads. In a world where the internet provides instant access to any and all information imaginable, libraries remain treasure houses of knowledge in their communities. By the year 2014, the City of Norfolk will be home to the most technologically advanced library in the nation. Tom Jones, President of the Norfolk Public Library Foundation, and Elizabeth Woodard, Co-President of Friends of the Norfolk Library, joined me today to talk about how the Slover Memorial Library will use state-of-the-art technologies to make learning and reading accessible for all. Thank you for joining me on the show today.
Thank you for having us.
This sounds like an exciting project.
It's unbelievable.
I mean, here in Norfolk, we're going to have this library, Elizabeth, that's going to have no rival. I mean, tell us a little bit about what we're going to see here in just a couple of years.
You know, the traditional library just keeps getting better all the time. So all of the additional technology just makes that picture a lot prettier. 107 years ago, I think it was, Norfolk Public Libraries were the first free library in Virginia. And so now we have the opportunity to lead the state and lead the nation once again with this beautiful building that we're going to have and
now,
all of the technology.
What's going to make this one, though, the leading technological and most advanced library? What are some of the things that we're going to...
Besides the beautiful building, it's going to have all that you would expect to see for a state-of-the-art technology space right now. It's going to have flat screen panels throughout for directions and for learning and for touching too. It's going to have dedicated space for teens, a dedicated floor for young children, and it's going to have all of the appropriate technologies that each of those grade levels or age levels need, so that when they go in those spaces they can claim it as their own and also use the technologies that are available appropriate at their age level.
And I guess the library, having that state-of-the-art technology, I guess, will it be sort of an educational hub for Norfolk and really for the region, I would imagine?
Absolutely, because as soon as you start bringing in the technology of the day, then all of those that know how to use it will come in. And as has always been the case, it's available for free to the public. But and then what happens is some that are not comfortable with it or don't have it at home will come in to learn from that.
So what are some of the programs or services that you'll probably have available at the library?
Well, since there'll be spaces for all types of learning going on and all types of uses, there'll be individuals that might need training, or they might just need a quiet space like the traditional library. They'll need some help with the electronic materials that will be coming through, the new format for books rather than just print on the shelf. There'll also be just some spaces where they can gather in what would be a face-to-face social network, so that they can do small group, individuals,
and
or
I guess
even
this is
large
all ages,
presentations.
children of all ages.
Well, children and adults of all ages.
And adults.
And adults, because they'll still need spaces in order to be able to come together for presentations, conferences, committee meetings, any of the things that they use the library for now. But they'll also have that added piece of being able to make those digital presentations.
Yeah. Speaking of digital, Tom, let me ask you this question. I mean, clearly, with the technological focus of this library, clearly we know that there is a digital divide today.
Right.
Talk a little bit about the opportunity here from an inclusion perspective and how this library might present a great opportunity to help with that digital divide.
Well, for those that don't know how to use the computer, this will be a great opportunity for them to go and learn. We'll have people there that will help them and give them access to getting online, into the internet. At the same time, people can go and get their skills refined bone up if they need to, so they can go ahead and get the jobs that they're looking for in this new world.
Right. And I guess, again, this is going to be for everyone. And I think you used the free word last time. I mean, what a wonderful resource, really, for the entire region.
Exactly.
And Tom, I would also say, I mean, this has business implications, I
definitely.
guess. I mean, the relationships there. Talk a little bit about
Well,
that.
if you're a small business, it's going to give you an opportunity to have conference rooms, to give you an opportunity to have your employees trained, so you won't have to feel like you have to be a GM of the world to have that on at the offices. At the same time, it's going to give an opportunity for people to go and, like I said, work on their resume if they need to, or find that new skill, or to learn about the new.
And we're showing some of the pictures there.
Yes.
I mean, what a beautiful, some of the renderings.
Yeah.
This is going to be a phenomenal asset for this region.
It will be a jewel.
Now,
there's no doubt about it.
Clearly, this isn't, I mean, to have something like this, it isn't free.
No.
And I guess the Battens were behind this, and there's the Batten Challenge. Talk a little bit about that, and where do we go from here in terms of creating this asset?
We are so blessed that the Battens stepped forward, and a lot of their friends and a lot of business leaders and community leaders in this area have come forward to fund this library. It's going to be a huge undertaking. But at the same time, they've done the heavy lifting, but we got to get across the goal line, as they say, or get the ball picked up. The way it can be is that the Battens have given us a challenge where we need to raise additional monies to take care of technology, so this library just won't be the jewel of today, but for the jewel of the years to come. The technology, as it changes, because we all know it does on a regular basis.
Moore's Law is in effect.
Exactly. And this will be where they will keep it at the forefront.
So if I'm listening to this, I mean, clearly you're saying that we all can participate. This is going to be a regional asset for us. If I'm listening to this, you're saying
Everybody.
you can contribute.
Exactly.
I guess they can contact and go on the website, they can call. I think we have a phone number we can show and a website that we can show. But you need people to invest in this as well.
Exactly.
Is
because it's
there
going to be our library. It's not going to be the Battens Library, although they did a majority of it. It's going to be the community's library. And they just go into any branch. They can get information on how they can be involved with the library.
Well, you've heard it. Again, you guys have done a phenomenal job. Again, thank the Battens for what they've done to get the ball started. But if you're listening to this, please go out and support this. This is going to be a jewel for this region, and to have this asset in our region is going to be just a wonderful thing for the entire region. And thank you for your leadership on this and for being with us here today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Well, coming up, the Boys and Girls Clubs of Southeast Virginia are able to help even more kids succeed in school. Learn more about their brand new technology lab right after the break. We'll be right back with more Cox Connections.